Okay, I got an email saying, hey, did you stop documenting your calls from the chat room? I haven't seen any videos in a while, and it's certainly a valid question. I haven't put any videos in a while because over the last few sessions, the market's had me absolutely stumped. I don't want to say stumped, but we're trading under headlines out of Europe at any moment, and now we've got the super committee. Trying to refrain from making jokes here about it, but it's kept me from really having anything that I'm just crazy about. And this is a SPY a few days ago, 5-minute candle. See the gap down, and it grinds higher most of the day, and then in the last hour or whatever just falls apart. Let's just scroll across. The next day sells off and just really straight sideways for most of the day, most of the morning, and then during lunch, which is normally the dead time, which is normally when the market looks like this, during lunch it makes a big move lower. Okay, and then if you didn't have some kind of short working for that 15 to 30 minute period during lunch, look what it does the rest of the day. Straight, almost every other candle a different color, right? For the rest of the afternoon. Okay, then you get a small gap up. Very, very tight range all day. Just an untradeable scenario. Then today we gap down, sell off, and everybody and their mother that's thinking short, I kept saying you can't go by that. You know, it would have been a nice short at the open, but then look what happens. We end up coming up all the way up to almost the high of the day. And we did have a couple decent calls today, but it's been an aggravating market because I've never had to trade before with the FXE on the screen, because it seems like everything it does, then the SPY follows. Although they were a little bit out of correlation today. But anyway, let's talk about a couple calls today. Skyworks, SWKS, selling off at the open, and I was watching it because it was coming down near support here where it bounced last time in the 1630s. And so when it started selling today, I called it over this little red candle's high here, 1634. The stop about a dime below. Never stopped out all day, but it really didn't make a decent move, you know, till 4 or 5 hours later. So again, boring action, but did make a decent move by the end of the day. DOV, I called long right here where my arrow is, and a stop right below this candle, and it never did stop out, and that one gave a decent move. 50.65 was the entry, 21 cents risk, and ended up making it to 50, almost $1 move in our favor. Now, as you always have to do in the market, and I always tell our members, keep in mind, nobody who's trading has ever traded under this exact scenario that we're under right now. You can make that argument for any given day, but I mean, there's so many extraneous factors right now, Europe, the super committee, and everything else, that no floor traders, I don't care how long they've been doing this, everything's fluid and everything's different than the last time. So no one can say, oh, I know exactly what's going to happen and I know exactly how to trade this, which in a way keeps it exciting for sure, but makes it very, very tough to trade. Having said that, you always have to adapt to the market. Things that worked a year ago might not work under these conditions, and so on. So right now, the last few days, I've been back testing a strategy, paper trading a strategy in our chat room, and I think starting tomorrow, I'm actually going to implement and make a few calls based on that, and I'll give you some examples. Would have given us Macy's, the letter M, underneath 30, under this 30 mark, right in this area here, with a stop right here. So Macy's gave us 15-cent risk under the paper trade idea. It wasn't an official call. The entry was under 30, 15 cents risk, and you can see it went to 31.14. Now, no strategy is going to work every time, but Macy's would have been fantastic. RIG, late in the day, RIG, the entry was around 44.80, right around here, and the stop, again, using the paper trade strategy that we're going to put into official use probably starting tomorrow. RIG, the stop was, the entry was around 44.80, the stop was about 20 cents below, and a quick, almost dollar move over the next 30 minutes. So looking forward to putting this to work. And again, no strategy works every time, but RIG and Macy's certainly show promise. And I think that's it from the day. Try to put out more videos. Even, you know what, even if I have a day where I can't find anything, I'll try to put out a quick video and say, here's what was perplexing about the market today. I mean, they don't make for exciting videos, but I'll try to do a better job of keeping the videos current. And remember, this is a holiday week. It's going to be low volume. Markets close Thursday. I think it closes at 1 on Friday. So it's a great week for us to experiment and paper trade some of these new ideas and actually having fun doing it. All right, I'm not going to babble any further. We'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night.